What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to the brother BJ Tench for the $20 donation via the PayPal. He leaves a note saying, with all of the foolishness in the world, you continue to provide a healthy balance of knowledge, entertainment, and you challenge the masses to think daily about everything. You may not be religious, but I pray you're spiritual, because no doubt about it, your voice is heard and they continue to try to silence you. God got you, bruh. Happy belated. CTP, shaking my head. Much respect to you, man. And I thank you for the donation. I thank you for the kind words. You know, I understand, I recognize that I have a platform. I'm not a big, huge channel. I don't have millions of subscribers or hundreds of thousands. But I do recognize that I have a significant enough channel, and I have a lot of young people listen to me, so that I do try to project myself in a way that's, I think, acceptable. I'm not perfect. I have the same problems like anybody else. I have the same flaws I need to work on. I still curse too damn much. Trying to get better in that way. I may not be religious, but I am a person of some type of scruples. I've always had something that tells me inside whether something is right or wrong. A lot of things in this country, in this world, that are not right. And I do feel like increasingly this world is sliding into moral decay. Not that we've ever been perfect. There's always been moral dilemmas going on and moral catastrophes and amoral behavior. But there's always been a balance. But now that balance is way out of whack, and you can sense it, and it's affecting our society, our humanity, our civility. And these are things that do bother me. I think it bothers a lot of people. So much respect to you. And I also want to give a shout out to a channel who did it this time. Please subscribe to his channel, Who Did It This Time. A very knowledgeable brother that has a YouTube platform. Please check him out. So anyway, I saw these articles yesterday, but I wanted something else to kind of back it up. So I'm going to put a link to 3 articles in the pinned comment in the comment section below. As we all know, the reports are that Michael Jordan has turned a $275 million purchase of the Hornets into a $3 billion payoff for himself, with the finalization of the sale of the Charlotte Hornets to, I think it's 2 main suitors. Look, I don't know what his net worth is totally. I don't know how accurate these are. But 2 articles seem to suggest that Michael Jordan's net worth ultimately will increase to almost $5 billion. I don't know if it's going to be that much, because I don't think it really... I don't know if it all will be cash. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not an expert in all these things. Maybe that's true. But his net worth should soar a lot. But this is the thing I really want to focus on more than just some number. Nick Wright's argument, I want to tackle this again, is so stupid. This has to be the stupidest argument I think I've ever heard him make, as far as the team's success having an effect on LeBron's legacy. If that's the case, Nick Wright, then why is it that you say that the last couple of years, with LeBron missing the playoffs or having these, disappointing seasons, that somehow doesn't affect LeBron's legacy? You remember him making those arguments? They'll have no effect. Also, small market teams, which the Hornets are, typically don't succeed in the NBA unless they're very fortuitous in draft picks and trades and even injuries. Like the Spurs, Dave Robinson in '96. That paved the way for them to be able to get Tim Duncan. Right? And over the years, they're very, fortunate to get guys like Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker, and then ultimately Kawhi Leonard, which helped to extend the dynasty. But now reality has come to the San Antonio Spurs, and over the last 6+ seasons, they have fallen off. Ever since Tim Duncan retired, ever since Kawhi Leonard was traded, the Spurs, the last 4 years or so, have been terrible. That is what happens with small market teams. Big market guys don't want to go there. And the mainstream media doesn't even pressure them to go there. They're pressured to go to big cities. Look, of the 77 NBA champions, I guess. I'm trying to think how many I'll talk. I think there's 76. Let's go with 76. Of the 76 NBA champions, almost half, 34, or close to half, come from just two cities, Boston and LA. And when you add Chicago with their 6, they're a large market, or a larger market at least, then that's more than half. 40 of the 76 from 3 cities. Right? Then if you add Miami, that's another 3, 43. New York, 45. So those 5 cities account for 45 of the 76 NBA champions. So that's that's a very flawed argument. Plus, it's not like he's competing against LeBron, who's a owner, right? And if LeBron becomes an owner of, say, a small market team, then I want to see the media not give him attention, because they don't scream for free agents to go join the Charlotte Hornets. They're always screaming for free agents, big time free agents, to help LeBron win a title. So when LeBron retires, I don't want to see these guys screaming, like I know they will, to help join LeBron, whatever franchise he's a co-owner with. Don't do that, because you weren't helping Mike. You know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, look, I think personally, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Mike. But I suspect that the reason why he sold the team is because it's a grind owning a team, number one. It's a grind. He's getting older. And also, being an owner isn't necessarily the most profitable business venture that you can have. A lot of these guys, they're competitive, and they want to be able to prove that they can succeed at this level. They want to be able to succeed at creating a championship team. But unless you're the owner of a franchise in which teams or players want to join, it can be very difficult, man. Nobody wants to join the Charlotte Hornets. Now you could argue, man, Mike and the front office made some bad moves, some bad picks. Adam Morrison, Gordon Hayward, what the fuck was that? But at the end of the day, it's not that easy. Owners don't make a lot of money off of owning a team. I think most of the money that they make really comes from the tax write-off of owning a franchise. I think you get last I checked, it was like $140 million rebate $140 million rebate for owning a team. That's the money that most of these guys make. But owning a franchise is like either it's even, or you often lose money from the day-to-day operations of owning a team. I think what really makes them have a profit is when they're able to extend the season and go to the playoffs and have deep playoff runs. You know, that's when they can start actually making money and get into a profit situation. But if you're the Charlotte Hornets and every year, you know what I'm saying, you have middling attendance to low attendance and you're not making the playoffs, you could actually start losing money. So that may be why Michael Jordan sold that team, just from the fact that it wasn't really it wasn't at that point, you know, he probably just said fuck it, gave it my best, you know, whether I succeed or not, it is what it is. But he got more than 10 times what he paid for it. So I don't know how in the world, you know, that's a failure. Only in Nick Wright's mind is that something like that a failure. But you know what? People like Nick Wright and others, they ran from the smoke when people was giving LeBron that business for suggesting Russell Westbrook come over there. Oh, all of a sudden it was, well, you know, that's the front office. That's general manager. Oh, okay. So it's general manager, you know, that's his job when it comes to Russell Westbrook. But you don't want to say, hey, it's Mitch Kupchak's fault for why the Charlotte Hornets suck. It's the owner. So fuck out of here, you big-nosed clown. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.